Alright guys, let me focus my camera really quick here. There. This 8th look, it's going to be something that's being recommended by one of my subscribers on YouTube, and he's also my friend on PlayStation Network. His name is John Crow. You probably will see some of his comments on one of my videos. And these are his calibration, custom preference calibration settings that he sent me a note for me to check it out. I'm going to implement all of these, and I will put them into my Samsung KS-8000. And let me just show you really quick what he's doing. Obviously backlit and contrast. What he's doing here is it's at 7, and then contrast at 8, sharpness at 0, color at 4, digital view off, auto motion off, smart LED highs, RGB range full to black, level normal, dynamic contrast off, color tone warm 1. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna implement this really quick. We're gonna do this, and let's see how it looks. So we're gonna go ahead and do this really quick, and let's see how it looks. Okay, so I have implemented his custom settings. Let me show you right here. He recommended that I use the game mode because that's what he's using. He's using the game mode, which is under special viewing mode, and then we implemented pretty much everything that he has sent it to me on that description. So make sure you guys pause this video and write this stuff down. Backlit, it's 7. Brightness 45. Contrast 85. Sharpness 0. Color 50. And then down here, all of this stuff is turned off. Digital clean view, it's off. Auto motion plus, it's off. Smart LEDs high. Black level is normal. Dynamic contrast off. And then he chose to go with the warm 1. So now we're going to go back to the game and let's see how well this looks. I will give you my opinions about it, and we'll see how this looks. That's him. That's John. And Emily, that's my friend right there, John Crow. And I can tell you this is actually pretty good. This looks really good. It's not too bright. It's just like, it has this nice natural tone to it. Like if you're watching at night, this is something that I can easily recommend. Like if you're watching this at night, playing a game at night, this is pretty good, John. Okay, so I'm gonna skip through this scene because I don't want you guys to spoil this. I'm gonna skip through this scene because I don't want any spoilers. Alright, I'll just show you a little bit. I'm gonna just show you a little bit, but not too much, just a little bit. Okay? There. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That looks very nice, actually. Not bad. Let's take a screenshot here really quick, so I can have that screenshot. And take one screenshot here as well. There's really no spoilers here. I'm not spoiling anything. This looks actually very nice, John Crow. These settings, I can definitely see something that I would use at night. You know, this is definitely something I would use at night. But in all honesty, John, you know, since this is an HDR game, you know, since we are in HDR, the only thing I would adjust here, John, the only thing I would adjust here, this is what I would adjust. I would adjust backlit. I would move the backlit a little bit higher. Let's say move the backlit to like move it all the way high, and I would also move the contrast all the way high. Because you already have, remember, you already have that HDR on, so you really gotta have that contrast and backlit a little bit high. Now the sharpness is cool. Color 50, I like that. Brightness 45, that's pretty good. I like that. All of these filters off, I like that, John. That's pretty cool. You know, let me get my low light here. I like this. Hold on. I like the fact that you have smart LEDs high. That's good. Dynamic contrast off. I like that. Color tone warm 1. It's not bad, but I would prefer warm 2. I know you like it warm 1, but me personally, I would prefer warm 2. It just gives me that much better, you know, that natural look to it. But all in all, these are not bad, man. These are actually pretty good quality settings. Now these are his settings. Now let me show you what I would do here differently. So let me go ahead and let me show you what I would do differently here. Okay, so now these are my settings that I'm using. The ones you saw in the beginning, that's the John's Crow's TV settings. All of you guys can send me you know, recommendations as to what you guys would like to see, and I can do that as well. Remember, we're experimenting here. What we're doing in these videos, we're not spoiling anything. We're not spoiling the game. What we're doing is just trying to find the best possible sweet spot for this game. This is what I'm doing. He was using a game mode, and I like his settings for like night viewing. If you're like at night, you're in the bed, you know, you want to play this game, it's very easy on the eyes. But however, since this is the HDR game, moving the backlit all the way down, you're gonna lose that HDR effect, you know. And also moving a contrast down, you're going to move that effect, you know, that HDR effect, John. And that's the one thing I would try to avoid. I'm not saying that you can use it, but you're going to lose some of that pop. But however, his settings are really good for the night mode. It really is like perfect for the night. But this is the ones I'm using, the dynamic one. And this is what I did. Obviously, I always keep contrast and backlit at the maximum. And I like to keep my brightness to the 40 to give it that little bit more deep black level of brightness. Sharpness, I like to keep it at 10 to give a little bit of outlining, just a little bit of outlining. And color, I like to keep it at 66 to keep that pop, a white color gamut. Because remember, this is the white color gamut TV. And digital clean view, all of this other stuff. Smart LEDs, I like to keep them low because I already have the backlit contrast. I have it at high, so I like to keep the smart LEDs very low. The dynamic contrast, I turn that off. And color tone here, you can choose between cool or standard, but I like to keep it on standard because keeping it cool, it's way too blue. And I like my temperature to be too blue. So that's what I'm using here. These are mine. And hopefully you guys are like, you know, pausing this and taking the notes and writing these things down. And it looks great. I mean, this is still plausible even at night, but remember, this is why we do this. This is why we are doing this. Let me take a picture mode. This is the whole idea why I'm doing this, is to really find that best possible picture settings for this TV, and that's what we want to do. That's the whole idea here, and that's why I'm doing this, and that's why we're all doing this. You know, we're going to continue to do all of this, you know, and experiment. And by Sunday, hopefully, we'll find the best possible suitable picture settings, you know. And please do not hesitate to send me some more of these calibrations, because I would like to see them all, and I would like to check them out, you know. Let's take one more picture right here. There we go. Let's zoom it in like this, and perfectly we're gonna end the video right here like this with these picture settings. Alright, so this is gonna be my last video for tonight. We're gonna continue tomorrow night with the part number 9, okay, and 10, 11, and 12. See you guys tomorrow.